Yo,
Yo,
how's it going?
it's pretty good.
All right, cool. All right, so what are we doing today?
Buds. Um, so you like really helped me against Falco last time, and I like kind of tried to apply. Like in hindsight, I don't really know why, but I started to play against Fox like that. I was like, this doesn't work, and I was like, I actually don't like the only things I know how to do against Fox are like if they're jumping at me with an aerial, like empty hop. If I think they're coming at me with an aerial or like an aerial. Or if they're gonna grab me or shine, then I just down tilt, and that's like literally the only thing that I that I
Mm-hmm.
like know how to do.
Okay.
So
Yeah. No,
I
the
think my
game
neutral
plan
is just like
versus Fox and
terrible.
Falco is like radically different. It's not something that can transfer over like literally at all.
Yeah,
So, all right, let's. Okay, so it's versus Skurzo. All right, let me
I
mute
know.
this.
Tom said that you like to shit on Scurso.
What? I don't remember. Oh, I mean, I was probably just saying like, oh, the Fox you're playing is not doing good things either. It's not like anything against
Yeah.
Skurzo in particular, but that's still funny. I don't know the guy. But okay, so all right, take a look at this.
Are you gonna share your screen?
Oh, my bad. I thought I already did. All right, I've done that so many times it's so easy to forget. There we go. Okay. Hmm. Okay, there's a couple small things. I'm definitely seeing some stuff. Um, I'll watch through it a little bit more before we. Oh wow, that kill. Hmm. Okay. All right. There's a lot of stuff. Okay. So I mean that's good.
Yeah.
It's good that there's a lot of stuff. Okay. So the first one is. All right. Let's see. This is the first thing that comes up. Okay. Let me see. Where do I start? Um. So, Fox's goal against you is he wants to get inside your range so that you can't. So that basically, if you don't throw something out instantly, he can hit you. And if
Hmm.
you do throw something out instantly and he doesn't go for the hit, that he can just whiff punish you. That's Fox's goal. Fox's goal is he starts far away and he wants to work his way in, and then once he's in, he wants to throw a random move out.
Hmm.
So that is his game plan against you. So therefore, your game plan is sort of the opposite, where you want to keep Fox at kind of like this awkward middle range where he can't really like nair or aerial in. It's kind of awkward to running shine, like it's like a little bit obvious. Um, and you can sort of wall him out and keep him at that range, and then that's sort of the range that you want to play at, and then look for potential hard punishes. So,
Okay.
so for stuff like this, obviously you gotta whiff punish this, but like, who cares? Like, that's like too obvious. So this is something you can do. So okay, so um, I think when Fox is at 0, you have to watch out for a lot of things that you wouldn't normally have to watch out for when Fox is at higher percents. Um, because if you basically he can CC your fares really easily, even if you like tipper it. He can ASDI down even your tipper fare or whatever, because normally the tipper fare is a big deal because he can't ASDI down it as late. He can ASDI down on your down tilt and punish you and stuff like that. So at literally zero, at actually zero, you're looking a lot more for like nairs and down, like a tipper down tilt or like a grab. You just want something that gets you a little bit of percent, and then the fares will start working.
Okay.
So notice that like the fare didn't really work right here.
Yeah.
And it's like he could have just easily super punished you here if he was really good. So
could have just drilled me.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, so this is similar concept, but now he's at like a higher percent. So look, when you're here, this doesn't make sense to do because the normal spacing you want is right outside his dash nair range. So this is pretty close to what you want, but you don't want to be wave dashing down here because if he happened to move forward, then now he's too close to you and you're in that range where like you have to throw something out or he's about to hit you. Mm-hmm. And that's the range you want to like avoid at all costs. Basically, every time Fox gets in this range and he's close to you, your goal is escape first of all, and then, you know, maybe work in some like reversal attempts and stuff like that. But like, basically your number one, like 90% of the time, your goal should be if Fox goes in on you, you can dash out, you can dash in. It doesn't matter where you go, but you have to guess what, like basically once he gets in, he has true mix-ups, and you have to guess what he's going to do, and you just want to try to protect yourself as best as possible, like when he's in that range. Okay. Your tech skill looks a little shaky. I think so. Usually, one of the biggest problems with mid-level Marth players is they focus so much on the spacing that they kind of forget that like they're playing a character also. Like they're very focused on the opponent's movement and spacing, and it's just kind of like, well, I press the C stick when they get close to me, like, you know, forward air or up air or something like that. And so it's like you have to be really aware of like your own character and being able to like move really cleanly out of just being able to dash dance really cleanly, being able to wave dash out of shield really cleanly, and like act out of shield really cleanly are like significantly important. And so that looks a little bit shaky. Okay, so in this situation, this fair, so remember, so Fox, so you kind of allowed this range to happen. You didn't need to let this range happen. If you're going to let this range happen here, you either want to down tilt or forward smash or get close and then continue dash dancing for a second and kind of try to bait him into coming into this range. But so you end up in this spot. So ignoring all of that, you end up here. What does this fair accomplish? You wait so late to do it, almost like on autopilot, but like if you're reading him coming in, he's already in. He already won here. Like this is already, this situation is literally already over unless you like down air him, which you're not gonna do 99% of the time. So, or like 70% of the time or something. So like you're not gonna down air him in this spot. You need to be throwing out this fair earlier if you think he's gonna come in. Like it's kind of like you basically set up a good range for yourself and then either dash dance and wait for him, or if it seems like he's gonna make a move, you have to kind of hard read what move he's going to do. And then your options, Marth's options are good enough where you'll basically just cover all the options anyway, but you have to for sure cover the one that you think he's going to do. So like doing the fair at this timing doesn't make sense because, wait, it's right. So if you see him coming in, right there, you have to fair right here, or you have another option which is maybe not quite as common, which is once you've established that this fair works really well right here, you can double jump back waveland off the platform fair because he might do a little mix up and then come in. So that's just like a small mix up you can do, but normally in this spot you want to be fairing earlier here because you want to cut off his instant approach. And like, yeah, the earlier you fair, the more time there is before you're grounded, but you have to react to his spacing more so than anything else. So it's good that you already have the short hop like late fair thing as like a big part of your repertoire though, because that's like usually what I have to tell Marth is like the short hop is broken. So another thing that I haven't seen super commonly and that you've used so far at least is like using that short hop with the late fair to actually approach, and it's like the one time I think I saw you do it, you did a full dash into it. But the idea is that you don't need to do the full dash in, because that basically, like, if you dash jump here, you're here. That means he wins because he's in this range. But if he's right here and you, like, you jump straight up here and you kind of drift inward, then you're taking space without really, like, risking yourself by getting too close to Fox. Yeah, that one. This one's actually really good. But you didn't... It's funny that it happened right as soon as I said it, but it didn't happen in a situation where it was super relevant because he just jumps away. So this is fine by you. This is good because you get center. Yeah, so this is that thing again where, like, it's... If you're gonna do this fair wall, it's, like, beyond important to not only tipper Fox... I mean, tippering Fox is sort of a consequence, but you have to like not let him in at like all costs. Like if he gets in, this means you lost the situation, and if he keeps getting in on you here, your options are, you know, get better at doing the fair or just do something else.
Yeah, I definitely need to get better at it because I do like the same timing every time because I never really thought about it like this.
Yes. Okay, that makes sense.
I thought, like, the way I thought of it wasn't I need to do the fair at a different time. It's that if I'm mistiming it, I'm not short hopping at the right time.
Yeah.
So I just thought of it in, like, this rigid timing where, like, I have to fair as soon as I'm at the peak of my jump. And, but I should definitely vary the timings of the actual fair itself.
Yeah, and it's not even, like, that you have to mix up the timing necessarily. It's more about reacting to him coming in or the possibility of him coming in, because the reason why you like that range so much as Marth, like that special little range, is that it's very difficult for Fox to commit to an attack or like set up an attack without kind of getting in the range where it's easy for you to tell that he's coming in. Like that's what the Fox players I talk to normally, they have that problem where they're dash dancing and the Marth is dash dancing, and it feels like if you try to dash in further, you're just dashing right into Marth's sword or grab. And so that's like a really good range that you want to be in, and I can show you that from like a Zane video or something before the end of the lesson.
Okay.
Actually, let me just do that right now. There's probably not a super good Zane video. I'll just do... Oh, wait, I forgot. Okay, so my YouTube is loading ultra slow today. I don't know why. Okay, let me get this up. Okay, let's watch this one. Yo, Iron Aiden, thank you for the Prime sub. Okay. So, all right. So obviously, Leffen is really good at working his way in. So you'll probably see him invalidate Zane's attempts at getting to that range pretty often. Okay. So this is where the fair comes in. He goes for this, which is a little greedy, and gets punished. That's that CC, basically. If you get the range slightly wrong, Fox will just get the CC on you. So, yeah, so he's doing these same fairs, but he's doing them at a range, or he's trying to do them at a range. Leffen, obviously, at the high level, the other person makes it extremely difficult to, like, play to your game plan. But you should be trying to play to this game plan, and then as you get better at the game and you play better opponents, people will get better at making it hard for you. So... Let me see like if I can find a spot where like this exact range comes up that I'm talking about. Leffen is, maybe this wasn't the best because Leffen is like exceedingly good at avoiding this range, which is part of why he's so good against Marth. Oh wow, okay. Let me see. Not that. That's so. Part of the instructive potential of this is that like Fox is trying. So remember, I was telling you need really clean like wave dash out of shields and like close up tech skill. The reason for that in the end is that Fox tries to. I haven't. It has the range hasn't come up, but basically Fox is always trying to break that range and get close to you. So if you're actually really good as Marth at fighting in the close range, then basically like it, you're leaning into your weakness and you're like doing your making your weakness into an area where you're not quite as weak by like sort of building up armor there. So this is another thing I was going to mention from your set, and I'm glad he did it because I just wanted to mention it really quick, is that going up to the platform and doing like a light shield here is really, really good. I noticed that you did it, but you kind of dash danced on the platform and then tried to come down. And like this is just a way better version of that. Like it's good to go to the platform when Fox has invincibility, but then just do this shield and you're almost entirely safe.
Wait, so for the close-up tech skill thing you were saying, should I like just work on like my wave dash lengths and stuff like that in order to get better at that?
It's a combination. It's kind of like Marth is just very uncomfortable when he's in a close range, and it's more like getting frame perfect actions out of you doing actions like wave dash out of shield and then like instantly turn around up tilt, wave dash out of shield, instantly dash, be able to like fair, and then like you have to be able to dash like out of your aerials like instantly because your character has like a weakness in that spot. It's like that's the way that you're going to lose out the most. And so by focusing on those areas, you're like you need to optimize more than the Fox there because your character is weak in that way. So your character has kind of bad frame data up close. Therefore, for what frame data you do have, you want it to be as clean as possible. Okay, so that video I think was a little bit too high level for this because that's kind of like 2 layers past in Fox Marth. So it showed the light shield thing, which I was going to show from a Zane video anyway, but it didn't quite work out to show that range. That range comes up like exclusively though. Like basically just if you try to dash dance in a way that avoids all of his stuff, then you'll find the range very easily. Okay. There's definitely like a bigger point to be found here. So that was a good fair. Okay, one thing is you need to be comfortable dash dancing a little bit longer. Part of why this forward air stuff is so scary is because Fox is playing around your dash dance. Like if you're dash dancing, Fox doesn't really get a free approach. And then once he starts pretending he's going to approach, because if he just straight runs in, most of the time you'll just grab him or something, or nair him. So he's going to try to pretend that he's going to approach, and that's when these fairs are super useful to, like, call him out on that. But, like, when he's over here and he's not really doing anything, there's not really a reason to be fairing there, because, like, all you're doing is making it a little predictable, because after the fair, Marth always dashes back, pretty much every time. And so, like, the Fox kind of is able to get in a rhythm of, like, when you're going to, like, approach and then retreat, and it makes it a little bit easier for them to attack you. If you ever win a mix-up like this, where you dash back and he dashes in, you need to, like, program into your brain to, like, pivot grab this. Because most of the time, I think he actually fails a running shine here. This is like pretty much what people do almost all the time when they get in this close. They try to running shine. So it's kind of like what you need to do is there are common approaches that Fox does. He runs in, he short hops in, he full hops in. And you want to devise the strongest, most brutal punish for all of those situations. And obviously, Marth's probably strongest combo move is grab. So any situation where you can get a free grab, that should be your focus. Like, the free grab is, like, the number one thing you want over anything. Because it opens up so much of a punish. So if you're in this spot, and then he's going to come in like this, you can definitely just grab this. Another option is to run away and then pivot and then nair, but it's a little bit not super safe. And you can also do instant fairs. I haven't seen you do any instant fairs. The instant fair is kind of like, like I was saying, where you cover Fox coming in at that timing with like, but you don't so if you instant fair and Fox doesn't come in, he gets the free nair on you, which he does want. But if you never do the early nair, then he knows you're going to late nair, and he'll start just nairing in whenever you jump. So you have to make sure to mix those up, like, kind of no matter what. Okay, and then this is, you gotta... Tech chasing with Marth is super free. But basically, like, you've hit him a few times this match, and you haven't gotten any big punishes, and that should be kind of like a red flag. And I know I'm a little all over the place right now, and it's because there's a lot of little things that I'm seeing, and I'm trying to kind of put it together into something easier to understand, like, as a whole. Okay, yeah, this is kind of like the... Like, you have to be able to hit these, you know? Okay, and then there's this. This is something, if you're not sure what to do in a combo... So basically, when you're comboing Fox, you're looking for specific DI mix-ups into your kill moves. So I tell this to pretty much every Marth I talk to, is like, Marth only has 3 relevant combo enders, and it's forward smash, up B, and down air. So what you do every time you have Fox and hit stun in a combo, your brain should be going as fast as possible to try to figure out, is there a way that I can tipper him, up B him, or down air him? Is there? And if you can't think of one in time, the right answer is almost always to up air. Up air is the fallback. Is like, if you can't figure out a mix-up. So I don't know if you know about this one, but basically, like, if you tipper fair someone and they DI in, they go kind of straight up, and you can down air them or double jump up B for free. And then if they DI out and you up air, you get a free down air. So every time they're kind of over here, you get like that nice, you get that kind of free mix-up of like tipper fair or versus tipper up air. And then that'll mix up their DI like really cleanly into your kill moves. But in this situation, it's a little bit less clear, and you're not really sure what combo you should be doing. So when you're in this spot and you're confused, literally just up air. Like, it's, up air is not what you want, but it's better than doing nothing else because it usually sets up for other things. And in the worst case, Fox is high up and you get kind of like a shark on him. So,
okay, so in this situation, yeah. I wouldn't want to tipper, right? Because he's at such a high percent.
Tipper what?
Like up air.
Tipper up air is fine here. Tipper up air is fine in this spot. I think probably the best combo out of this spot would be probably fair here, like dash dance full hop fair, and then mix up the fair here with the tipper up air, because if he DIs the up air, so okay, let's see. So if you do the tipper up air here and he DIs out, that's a free down air. If he DIs in, you get to follow up to the top plat, and so at the very worst, you get another up air, and then you're on the top plat and you get to shark him. And in the best case, you might up air him, land on this platform, and then he goes kind of up here, and you just jump up and up smash him or something like that, and he dies. Or forward smash, and he dies. Or you up air, and he goes right here, and you just dash dance, full hop, and up B him right here, and he goes flying. So there's those, and if he DIs out, you get the kill, and then if you have the idea that he's going to DI in for sure, and then, like, let's say he's expecting the up air, then you can get a full hop fair here, and normally he'll just pop right in front of you, and you can either up B or down air him. Mm-hmm. So, in the worst case, go for either, a fair or an up air here, and then continue. It's like, at each step you have to evaluate, like, can I find a plan right here that will lead to one of those 3 moves? If no, do either up air or forward air, and then figure it out from there. And then if yes, go for that thing almost every time. And then, so this is not a super relevant time to bring this up, but Marth kind of has like, it's almost like a health bar on Fox, like a reverse health bar, where like once you get Fox over 100, your kill options go down significantly.
Yeah,
and if Fox
arthritis.
And if Fox ever makes it to 130, if Fox hits 130%, this matchup is like 80-20 Fox. It's literally
Yeah.
like unwinnably bad for Marth if Fox reaches 130. So your goal in almost every combo is as low of a percent as possible. You want to find one of those 3 finishing moves. Up B is a little bit, you don't want to do up B at like 30 or 40 most of the time. But even like 60, you can get away with up B. So you most of the time will want to, if you can, end the combo kind of at this spot. But notice that he's DIing in, you can't do it. But feel free to, continue up airing here. It's like there's a chance that he'll go to high percent, but it's better to get him to high percent and continue comboing, and like Marth can still find something, like at each position after every hit, reevaluate whether you can lead into one of those 3 moves, and if you can't, it's okay to keep building damage as long as, you're kind of saying like, if I keep building damage, like I might get you to too high of a percent, and that would be bad, but as long as you're still in the combo, I can find like a kill eventually. And so it's kind of like your risk goes up as his percentage goes up because you don't want to get him to too high of a percent. But he's still in the combo, and eventually, you can just up air and then nair him, and he's off stage, and you get an edge guard. But doing this back air, now you have to get a neutral opening, and he's at 100, and that's not good. You execution test his ledge dash here. It's not good. Whenever Fox is on the ledge, just literally give it to him. It's not worth it. If somebody's bad and they keep doing stupid ledge dashes, just pretend they're doing pretend they're doing Leffen dashes, because it'll, like, if you're in tournament, and somebody's just doing something really dumb by the ledge, sure, you can punish it, but in general, when you're practicing, pretend they have, hacks or Leffen, like, ledge dashes, and then just play around it. It'll be better for you in the long run, because there's like literally top 20 or 30 players who still execution test ledge dash, because most people don't ledge dash well, and it just works out really badly for them too, like often. Okay, so you got this.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Well.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's see how you handle this edge guard.
God, watching myself like fuck up in slow motion is so
no,
hard.
slow motion is it's very, very painful. No, I fully understand. It's very difficult. So he comes back invincible, and you're kind of in a rough spot. Like, I kind of feel you on this. Like, I don't really know if there's a perfect answer to this. I think the light shield on platform is a good answer, though. I think that's a fairly good answer in this spot. So you end up here, and this is just frustrating. There's not much you can do out of that spot. Okay, so you come back, you're at 0. So your goal is, okay, so this is good. You got a little damage. The fair to grab, that's totally good attempt. Okay, the dash attack was fine. Okay, everything is good right here. But when Fox does this full hop, this is pretty committal by him. What you want to do...
So I should up air it, right?
No, what you want to do is dash dance grab. Dash dance grab this. Because Fox can't drift enough to avoid you covering his entire landing with a grab. Like, imagine you're on FD and Fox does a full hop aerial. The answer is pretty much always grab. And so if he's going to full hop in the open, you dash dance like he's going to land here. And then normally he'll double jump away and the situation kind of resets and then you're kind of in the corner. That happens really often. But if Fox actually goes up and he's going to commit to this full hop aerial, you should grab this literally every time. Like, it's actually easy. Like, just literally run and grab right here. Your grab range will do all the work for you. Yeah, this is okay. Once again, you can do this fair right here in a way that, like, he can't hit you with this ever, and you get to cover his option. So you just kind of overcommitted with your spacing, and you got hit. Okay, so this happens a lot. This is such a frustrating spot where you're right here, and you're like, oh, I missed the grab. The right answer here, as you did, is to wave dash away. Wave dash away. Create this awkward middle range. Like, Fox, from this range, cannot do much to you. So this short hop is... It's okay, but you're like... This doesn't allow you to deal with him randomly approaching you. And so you kind of want to get a more defensive pace with your dash dances. Like, I noticed that you're very uncomfortable doing more than a couple dash dances without throwing out an aerial, and then that makes you predictable. And then also, if Fox is doing this lasering, like, he's in the corner. This is awful for him. Like, feel free when Fox is doing this to just, like, wave dash in an F smash or something like that. Like, not even kidding. Like, that's just gross. He shouldn't be able to get away with this. The only reason why he's getting away with this is because you have projected to him that you are purely going to dash dance and wait for his aerial. Whereas if you're pure dash dancing here and he's doing these lasers and you're just dash dancing, you can do run and crouch forward smash or run and crouch down tilt really easily here, and he's in a lot of danger. So throwing out these aerials too much is actually, it's kind of like a crutch, and it kind of puts you in a spot where you struggle to actually punish the things you're trying to punish. Right, yeah. Obviously, if you miss something like this, you should immediately grab here. Or forward smash or something. This down tilt, he'll just go to ledge, yeah. And then, there's no point to this fair. You're basically just ignoring the fact that he has ledge invincibility. Okay, so you get caught. Good wave dash away. Okay, this was good. Good. Okay, what are you going to do? Drop off. Back here. Alright, sick. Okay, let's go to the next video. There were some things...
I spent 3 because they're all, like, short, but we don't need to go to all of them.
That's fine. Yeah, so there's basically a few things that are kind of subtly working together to make this matchup feel really bad from your perspective. And it's kind of, you have to be more aware of what sort of danger Marth causes for Fox. Because you're kind of treating it like, I am a person and Fox is the danger. And that's not how the matchup feels for the Fox at all. The Fox doesn't feel like the danger when they are playing against Marth. They feel like, you're the danger. And they feel like, man, Marth is just walling me out so hard. Every time I go in, I get grabbed, or I get up-tilted, or I get forward-aired, or I get nared out of my short hop. And so they're like, I can't approach him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a little campy. And then he starts to play campy. And then you start threatening your dash dance with the run-in down tilt, run-in forward smash, and dash dance slight approaching fair, kind of like encroaching on his space. And then things start getting really messy for him. So it's like you have to be aware of the fact that, like, pretend like it's like you're playing like Puff. You're Puff against Fox. And it's like, it's very easy as the Puff to feel like, Fox is coming at me with his moves. But the right mindset is, I'm going to up the rest this guy. I'm going to up the rest this guy. You have to be in the mindset that your character is about to do the most dangerous thing you have to the other character. And you're not projecting that because you're focused on walling Fox out. Where you should be focused on what danger Fox has simply by, Fox can't react and avoid anything you can do, but so basically Marth has a lot of unreactable things that he can do that will get massive punishes on Fox. He can dash attack, he can grab, he can run up forward smash, he can hit a fair, tipper fair, something out of a full hop, like Fox full hops, Marth tipper fair, oh, okay, he's dead. Like, literally his stock will be gone, like any percent. And so, like, you can use the fact that you have those threats to control Fox and make him more predictable. Because he doesn't want to randomly get hit by the things you're doing. But if you're kind of just sitting in place and naring and fairing over and over again and kind of being like, alright, hopefully you get hit by it, then what'll happen is the Fox will just try running in, you'll hit him with a nair, he'll go back, it hits him back to where he was, then you continue walling, and then he just keeps trying it over and over until he eventually opens you up. Okay, so this is good. It's good. Good. Oh, didn't fall up with the down tilt. That's okay. Good forward smash. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's fine. Okay. A lot of this is just the fact that Fox kind of gets in on you right here. And once this happens, you're going to get hit a bunch. That's just kind of how it is. Your goal is, once you're finally in a spot where you're not in that range, is to get back to neutral. Okay, so you get the grab. That was good.
That was a misinput. Up smash.
Yeah, this down air doesn't do anything, like, at all. Like, this down air might feel interesting, but then literally what you're going to do is you're going to hit him, and he's just going to slide off the platform. Or he's going to shield it and punish you. There's no reason to do that. What you want to do here, when he does this, this is your chance to escape. You can either shield drop up air or wave dash off this way. Your goal needs to be to escape. You don't want to fight up there. Remember, you want to play to the situations where your character has super ultra strong punishes, and that is not one of them. Being on the platform is not it. Yeah, so like, okay, so watch this from the Fox perspective, okay? So here's the Fox. He sees the Marth over here. He gets some lasers. He does this dumb approaching laser for no reason. He probably just missed an input. You're walling, and then he just goes in after the wall, and you dash back, and he hits you. And it's like, at no point during that did he feel like you were trying to murder him. Mm-hmm. Like, at no point was he like, oh, this Marth is sitting there with his grab, and he's licking his lips, and he's looking at me, and he's like, I can't wait to grab this Fox, and then I'll be up 4-3, and then I'll be up 4-2 because I'll kill him off this. I'll forward throw, down tilt him off stage, and he'll be dead. Like, he has literally zero fear of that. What he sees is you in center, like, with your little tent, like, please don't break my tent, Mr. Fox, you know? And then so he knows that if you do this nair, you're instantly going to dash back for sure, because you haven't demonstrated that you're trying to, like, threaten him, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So he comes back. Look, we're going to watch it from the Fox perspective as soon as you get back to neutral. So, yeah, this is an example, really quick, of if you shield this, you need to be able to wave dash out really fast. Like, if you don't hit this perfect wave dash out, you're in big trouble. So, yeah, you were a little slow on this, and that's why he got you. Okay, he gets you with this. That's okay. Okay, so let's wait until it actually gets back to neutral. See, so right here, you come back, and you're invincible, so you're threatening. But there was nothing in this case that wouldn't have worked if you weren't invincible. Yeah, it's kind of a rough spot to kill Fox from. Okay. Let's see what happens here. So, he comes back. He's doing these... Whenever you see a Fox doing these dumb lasers in a corner, this is free. This is like literally a free win. This is just bad. This is awful. But the reason why it works is because you have committed to defending against Fox. Mm-hmm. Like, basically... If you have Fox in the corner here, and you dash dancing right here, and then you short hop and do this slight drift in with the fair, he has no answers. I've labbed this out with Cody a ton of times. Fox's only answer in that situation is literally wave dash to ledge dash. And 99% of Foxes you play will never do that. But you're not... So, okay, so this is what I was talking about, though, of the range that you want to be at this range often. Right here. This is a great range because he can't really do anything. But if he starts committing to these... Okay, so this was actually good. So yeah, so this is exactly what I was talking about. You use this range, then you kind of short hop in, and then he gets caught here, and you time the fair right. So this is like what you want to be doing very often. Then you miss the tech chase grab here. Every time you get a knockdown, tech chase grab. Literally just do it. It'll help so much. Marth's tech chase grabs are really good. There's something awkward about this spacing. What is this? I keep seeing this. So this happens. You dash back. It's like you wave dash there. That's what it is. Don't wave dash during this. This is the purely like this puts you behind on frames basically. Mm-hmm. This is just pure dash dance grab. It's okay to wave dash around and like try to position yourself, but if you're in a whiff punish situation, always dash dance this. Just always. It'll help so much. Obviously this was like an up throw. Or anything but a forward throw here. This is probably an up throw.
Yeah, literally anything.
Okay, trick him there. Okay.
I should have just dropped inside beat or
yep.
something.
Okay, yeah, you know that. Okay, missed recovery. Okay, so that was a good fair. This is a good fair, but you can actually get in a little deeper with this fair, actually. Right here, you can... The thing is so when you do this fair at this timing, you're assuming that he's going to run right in. This is kind of Marth's strength in this spot, is that if you do this forward air that you just did, you're still safe. And it protects against Fox coming in. But because of that, Fox most of the time doesn't want to immediately press into it because he's just going to get faired and he'll literally die. So most of the time they kind of wait a little bit because they want you to whiff a fair. Because once you do this, you're still safe, but Fox is no longer threatened by the short hop. So you can actually like short hop and kind of hover here and not fast fall and then fair when he's in the corner. That's really useful too. And then, yeah, you just look at, you're so not ready. This is so, like right here, when he does this roll, you have to be ready to like grab this. Like at any moment, you have to be ready. Like, you've probably seen Marths that literally all they do is dash dance around and grab people. And obviously that's bad, but you don't want to go too far in the other direction and not be ready to grab. You need to be always ready to get the grab. Like right there. If Fox misses this, you need to be like, okay, here he comes. Okay, he does this. Like, you jump on reaction to this. Just grab him. You can be getting these grabs, and it'll work out 100 times better for you. Notice how... Okay, we're going to play this in slow motion so you can see what this looks like. Where it's just... It's not clean because you're not... Like, okay, so... it's like... Okay, you got this. He goes up. Don't know what this is. Then he's still up on the platform. You go for this down air.
I can't explain that. I cannot explain that.
Okay, you go for this down air. So he comes in. You jab. He's too close to jab. I understand this, but you should still be shielding here and just get out of the way. Like roll or wave dash away or anything. So you get this. Then you have him here, but you're just like, all right, now, so the thing is, the right answer after this is dash dance, dash back, dash in, immediate grab, because he's in this awkward spot, and you have to think about, like, what is he going to think here? He's going to think either, you know, shine or dash dance grab himself, or he's going to nair in, but he's not going to nair in every time, and if he does nair in from this range, this dash back won't help. So by doing this dash back, you're kind of, like, assuming that he's not going to dash in there, and then... But you don't go for the punish. This was a free grab, and it's it's a grab.
Yeah.
And then you come in and you go for this early fair, which doesn't have a lot of value because he's already committed right here to rolling. So you know you get this space, but then like
there's like 10 missed grabs in like 5 seconds.
And then you just kind of commit into that, and you get hit. So
it's grab opportunities, yeah.
Yeah. So like, if you were going for the, it's like just grab him. He's right there. So you get this. Okay, so that was good. The forward smash was good, but it's kind of like it just feels okay. So this is actually a situation where it's. You almost don't want to grab here. You can get away with this grab, but if he had done this just a little bit later, like this is so close.
Then I just want to wave dash forward.
Yeah, like he crouched here. He could have shined you out of this.
Yeah.
Usually here, you're just in kind of a bad spot. It's okay to go for this grab, but make sure you're prepared to fast fall the shine to ledge. He could have shined you there.
Wait, so when he shines me in that situation, can I just hold down, or do I need to time it?
You have to time the fast fall.
Okay.
But you know exactly which time his shine is coming at, because it has to beat your grab. So this is a very easy timing to hit the fast fall. So this has come up a bunch of times. You have to be more willing. Like, if Fox goes low... he needs to go so low that you can't drop off and hit him. Whereas if you're in this spot, look at where he's shine stalling. He has a...
I can just fair.
He has a forced below stage up B here. And you know it. So the only way he can avoid you here is he can drop really low. But he doesn't. You need to be ready to run off and fair this. Or run off and up B this. All the time. because you haven't gotten a single up B off stage kill yet, and he's done a bunch of these up Bs. You have to be super ready for him to go this low. Doing this wave dash back, like, you had plenty of time to do this dash or this wave dash back later. So he's right here. You know, what does this do? Yes, this positions you for the down tilt, but he hasn't even started his up B yet, you know? He's completely vulnerable. This is, you literally will get a kill if you just run off an up B on reaction to this. Just zoop, boop, he's dead. And you get a kill anyway, but you didn't necessarily, it wasn't the best option,
I didn't,
you know?
Yeah.
This is, okay, so this is just a thing on small stages like this. When he comes back, you either want to be on ledge or doing the light shield thing, because the stage is so small that he's always going to do this nair. They will literally always do this nair, and there's no way for you to avoid it if you just dash dance here. Like, you're never going to avoid it, and then you get into this situation, which is really bad. I still feel like I'm kind of like hammering on a bunch of small things, but I think the biggest thing is the grab. Like, there's not the intent. You know, you have to have, like, the killer intent that you want to get your strongest opening, and everything you do needs to work around that.
Mm-hmm.
Every single movement you make needs to be in service of the almighty grab. You know, you are going for this grab or an edge guard, or you're going for, you know, trying to get him off stage for an edge guard. Those things are so important because that is how you take stocks. All of your actions need to be setting up a trap so that you can edge guard him or grab him, putting out an aerial. So the thing is, sometimes you do need to do those walling aerials that you're doing, but Fox needs to understand already that if he comes in expecting your walling aerial and you just dash dance, you're going to get the dash dance grab. And the thing is, even against super ultra top level Foxes, like IBDW or something in this matchup, or Leffen, Zane is getting grabs on them all the time, like raw grabs. And it's just the nature of it. Or Mewtwo King. Like, we saw for years Mewtwo King literally dash dance grab and just beat everyone. And so yeah, you get the grab right here. Okay, you need to be able to tech chase this 100%. On this right here, you can actually, you're not going to be able to beat tech in place here no matter what he does, because it's too low of a percent. So at this percent, I almost always recommend forward throwing here, because you get more damage and you have basically a guaranteed tech chase because he doesn't have enough stage to roll away. So I would go for the grounded tech chase here. If you happen to up throw, you'll never be able to cover the tech in place anyway. Most of the time here, Zane goes for this double jump, no impact land, so he can re-grab right here.
Yeah, I try to do that on Dreamland. I'm just kind of bad at it.
That's fine, that's fine. A better option than both of those would be to forward throw there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, okay, so, like, look, like,
I'm not even in his range.
You're here, like, everything is fine. Oops. Everything is fine, and you're still just like, get away from me. I'm, you know, like, you're here. This happens. Okay, sick. You can come down. Now you're at this awkward range. He knows this is an awkward range, which is why he shields. And you're like, all right, I'll dip. Come attack me. Come attack me. And then, okay, so this is a good mix-up. You got the dash attack. But obviously, he randomly techs it. I think he just tried to shield it, and that's why he teched it. So, but, okay, so you're here. You get this. Reaction tech chase. This is so important. You have to, like, run up crouch tech chase or something here. Like, you cannot miss these. Basically, this was the difference. Like, imagine everything else is equal. Nothing else has changed. But you convert this grab to a kill. You're in a great spot, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, at least you dash dance grab there. He goes like this. You get the up air, tech chase, up air, down air. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I need to down air more still.
Okay, you got this. That was really good.
Down air.
Oh.
Okay, well,
that was the attempt. Who cares? You know, I don't care about people missing stuff because the answer is always just practice more. You know, what matters is when you're thinking of stuff wrong. Okay, solid. Okay. It's so painful to see the missed combos in slow-mo. And then here's, you're fighting again in this bad spot. Remember, here, you're in trouble. Don't fight out of this spot. The down air edge cancel is okay, but you really want to prioritize getting it. I don't like. I've seen it a lot of times when you're stuck on the platform that you do that down air, and you really want to avoid that. The down air is there as like a secret mix-up, not as like a every time I'm on the platform I do it. Okay, so he's off stage. This is bad because you're facing with your back to him. This is like you, yeah. So like you want your front to him so you can react to his side B with a double jab. And then when he goes like this, you can just forward smash this. Like, you can forward smash it earlier, and you can cover pretty much everything. Or you can jump forward air here, or, yeah, like forward air, forward smash, or anything. Okay. Yeah, you're just kind of swinging. Yeah, because he's in this bad spot here. Or you're in this bad spot, I mean. So, like, once you get to this percent, things are pretty rough. When he's over 120 or so, you can start working in side B. Because side B, the double hit of side B knocks down at like 105 or something like that, I think. And so it converts to an ending combo decently well. Okay, whatever. Okay, let's see what you look for. So you're looking to trying to catch him out of the air. Okay, you go for a dash attack. Okay, he kind of just got lucky with that up smash. Yeah, this probably misses you so many grabs. Look, you dash away, he does this, and you wave dash here. This is like, you still manage to get it, but this will lose you a lot of grabs. That wave dash, you saw it? Okay, watch this wave dash. You want to completely remove this wave dash. Where you wave dash away right here? This is dash dance. Dash dance this every time. You manage to get it, but a lot of times you won't actually. Okay, that was okay. The thing is, so this Nair covers short hop, and he can't short hop aerial from that spot. So this is why this is like a fair. You know, you should definitely be fairing there. Yeah. So. This is an okay grab. I don't actually have a problem with this grab, and he gets away with this. You basically should have gotten him, and it's just barely missed by like a frame. So I wouldn't worry about that grab. That was good. Okay. Yeah, you do this same movement pattern over and over. I don't know if you've noticed this. You do this literally this exact thing. Watch, you do this, dash dance, dash dance, dash dance, wave dash back. As soon as you do this, a really good fox will immediately run in because they know that there's no threat here. So you got to watch out for that.
I play against Chabo a lot, and he gets me for doing that. I used to do it more, believe it or not.
I do believe it, because we all do stuff like that. Okay, I think I have a good summary for everything. Okay. He's just randomly, like, landing up smashes. There's not much you can do about that. Wait a minute, did you do it again? You might have just dashed in.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Oh, no, you didn't. Okay. Yeah, you did it again there, though. Well, this is such a bad wave dash back. There's no reason to do this. This one, you dash in. Yeah. You got the space. Just dash dance, and then you do this, and then you wave dash back, and it's like. So then after this wave dash back, he goes, oh, I can take space for free. So he comes in, and then he just notices that you're doing this, so he just hits you. Because it wasn't as ambiguous what you were doing. Okay, so in review, there are a bunch of small things, like, I mean, debatably small. So light shielding on the platform or going to ledge between stocks is going to ledge on the small stages, but most of the time you want to go for the light shield on the platform between stocks. It's like really, really good. That'll keep you safe more often. So that's one of the smaller details. You need to, every time you have a tech chase, 99.5% of the time you're going to grab. So tech chasing with grab is like, that needs to be like your thing. Every time he gets knocked down, you should think, great, I get a free grab. He doesn't have any tech options that can actually avoid Marth reaction tech chase grabbing, and Marth reaction tech chase grab is probably the easiest reaction tech chase in the whole game.
Oh wow. Okay.
It
So I
is
just gotta like Uncle Punch that more.
incredibly easy. Like it's literally probably the easiest one out of the whole cast. You just straight up, it's beyond easy. I don't even know how to describe it. It's the easiest one. It's so easy to catch every option that Fox does out of that. So just get it in your head that before you do anything else, yes, there are minor situations where, he techs in place and you up B, and there's little things like that you can do. But for now, I want you to focus exclusively. If he gets knocked down, you want to hit that tech chase every time with a grab. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That is the biggest thing. Then, if he is at low percent, and 99% of the time when he is at really low percent, you do not want to up throw. You want to down throw or forward throw and reaction tech chase and regrab, and usually do that a couple times until he's maybe at like 15 or 20, and then you do the up throw. That just it gives you a lot more time. It makes everything so much easier if you do that. Okay, so that's another thing. Be prepared to go down low when he's off stage. If you notice that he is going to have a lower up B, you have to be like the top Marths. They get that runoff up B really often. Like that is like a major part of their play. So you have to be really aware of running off and forward airing him, running off and up being him. Those are huge. And I can't understate, it would have won some big stocks during these games if you had done that.
Yeah, I miss that run off up B like every time. I always get burned by the flames. I don't know if it's my spacing or my timing or
That's
what.
that's timing.
So I just need to
That's
do it earlier.
usually timing. So you have to learn the Armada Shine timing of like up being him right before the end, right before his up B basically starts moving. You have 10 frames right before the up B starts moving where he doesn't have flames and you can just hit him.
But so does it start with flames and then the flames go away? And
There
then
are
I hit
20
him?
frames without flames, then the flames flicker, then there are 10 frames without flames, and then you can hit him during that. That's generally what it is. So right at the startup, you have plenty of time, and then after it starts up and it's charging for a bit, then you can hit him right before he starts moving. So most of the time it has this rhythm that you can feel. There's like Armada Shine training and Uncle Punch and stuff like that where he goes like, and then bam, you hit him. Bam. Like he charges up his up B, bam, you hit him. And usually that's actually the amount of time that like it takes for you to get down there. So do not avoid this, like you need to, this is a major kill because that it basically invalidates him recovering low outside of him going extremely low, and him going extremely low is an entirely separate mix-up. And like Skurzo did it 0 times during this. He did not do, because there's a mix-up that Fox can do where Fox goes really low and he goes a little bit away from the stage, and he can either up B straight up or up B slightly into the stage, and both of those are pretty difficult for Marth to cover on reaction. That's one of Fox's best recoveries against Marth on stages where he can wall ride. But Skurzo didn't do that at all. What you need to do is you need to focus on, if he's recovering below the stage, I will run off and kill him. I don't care if you die 80% of the time. I want you running. Every time he's below the stage, try to run off and kill him. Like, just do it a ton of times, and you will get better at it, and you will learn where it is relevant. So that's a pretty big thing. Because it looked like there wasn't a single time where you comfortably went off to challenge it at all, and you exclusively stayed on stage, which opens up the sweet spot for him. You don't want to open up the sweet spot. The sweet spot is a thing he can do, and it gives him a mix-up where you grab ledge, but you don't want to open that up if you don't have to. So that is a really big one. Being able to edge guard when he's below the stage, that's a big one. Looking for... Oh, the other one is being comfortable dash dancing for a long period of time. Be comfortable just simply dash dancing and not really accomplishing anything. If Fox starts lasering you, gain a little bit of space on him and then just keep dash dancing. Like, I want you to dash dance exclusively, like sometimes as practice, and see what can they really do to you if you literally do nothing but dash dance. Like, if you don't throw out a single walling aerial and you exclusively try to dash dance grab Fox, how do you lose the situations? And once you see, oh, I lost these situations because he got close to me and then he does like a nair, then what you can do is you can be dash dancing. He gets close to you, wave dashes down, then he's going to go for the nair, and that's when you short hop nair in place to beat his short hop nair. So it starts with dash dance grab and just dash dance, dash dance, dash dance, dash dance. People make fun of Marth for dash dancing exclusively, but it's really good. Just keep dash dancing, build the root of your game plan off dash dance grab, and just trying to hit, like, literally, I'm telling you, go into games, literally just dash dance and see what the fox does. Try to grab him. Try to grab him if he whiffs on you. If he doesn't whiff on you and he's playing defensive, gain a little space. Then keep dash dancing. What you do then is after the game or during the game, see what he did to hit you. It's actually a lot harder to hit you than you think it is. And so once you see ways that he's hitting you, that's when you use your sword to cover those options. The sword does not play neutral for you. The dash dance plays neutral. The sword prevents him from breaking your dash dance. That is, I want you to remember that. That is a really big deal. The other thing is, probably the last note was that when you're comboing, look for the 3 ending moves all the time. If you don't see a combo that can lead into one of those, up air or forward air. All right, what are your thoughts?
I mean, it's just like last time. Like, I feel like I have a way better idea of what I'm supposed to do going into this now. Like, I like saw results immediately with the Falco thing, so hopefully I can like do that this time. I think there's a lot more to unpack here because there's a lot of small stuff too. Mm-hmm. So I gotta like slowly work through it.
Right, but like, yeah. Continue.
Yeah, I mean, I think you were pretty much spot on and everything. Like, I really just need to stop doing mindless. Like, it comes down to me not knowing what to do, so I do mindless stuff like very defensively in pretty much every matchup. And I mean, I'm guessing it's the same thing against like Falcon and everything else that I struggle with. So I guess I should like try to apply this.
Yeah, the dash dance thing is really important in a lot of matchups. Like, literally just try to dash dance grab over and over exclusively, and then see what your opponent can do to beat that with their character. And once they do that, say, okay, well, if you do that to beat my dash dance, my nair beats that, or my forward air beats that, or my up tilt beats that. And then build a game plan off of that fundamental against most of the characters. That is what you should be doing. Especially against Fox. Like, if it's like the small things a lot of times will fall into place if you can get the fundamental direction of your game plan going in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, once you can line up, it's kind of like once you get everything lined up in a correct order, things will kind of flow better because they'll make sense because you know you can be comfortable in neutral. You don't feel pressured. I have to throw out these moves or he's going to come in and crush me. You know, you go, I can beat foxes worse than me by just dash dance grabbing. Like, exclusively, literally. I could go on unranked right now and beat people with just dash dance grab. And so it's like you set that up as the basis and you move beyond that and things will kind of line up for you if you get those fundamental directions in the game plan correct. But okay, that is about an hour. So I hope that this contributes to you doing a lot better against Fox from now on. And if you keep these things in mind, I think it'll definitely help you improve a lot. So
yeah, right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. I hope
helpful.
Yeah, I hope you have a good one. And if you have any clips or something you're confused, just send it to me, hit me up, and I'll be totally down to answer it. But otherwise, have a good one, man.
Yeah. You too. Thanks again.